Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are doing your mid-November reading. So this is good from now until about mid-December. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so Cancer, let's see what we have going on for you over this next 4 to 5 weeks. Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Love that energy. And family. Yeah, I feel like, you've had this family energy in your readings for so long. A situation, trying to either resolve a situation or walking away from a situation. But I feel as if that situation or some situation, doing with family or, close friends, maybe even work family, is causing you to take a look at what you truly believe in, what your core values are, and how you want to kind of like lay the foundation of your life in order to move forward in a very stable way. I feel there's almost an energy of, for some of you, wanting to kind of start fresh, taking a look at how maybe where you are, accepting maybe where you are, and yet at the same time take a little bit of that clean slate energy, just wanting to, okay, I've learned some valuable lessons, some valuable wisdom from this situation, right? So I'm accepting what has happened, and yet at the same time, I know I want to move forward, but how do I move forward, right? What is the foundation I need so that perhaps a past situation is not repeated? Really interesting, because I feel like there is, you've taken some experience that was very difficult, but now you're turning it into something that is going to be really beautiful. It's, that energy of, I'm not repeating that cycle, or I'm not repeating that ancestral lineage. I'm choosing to break that pattern. I'm choosing to break that behavior, that, belief system, whatever it is. Yeah. Yes. And this is bringing you, look at so much peace. And then underneath that, you have the Y card. The Y card is the Ashaka records, being able to take a look at, what has happened in the past. And maybe not just your generation and the generation before you, but really family lines, and saying, okay, this, I want to bring peace to this. I want to end this cycle. I want to end this, just constant, repeating of behaviors or repeating of situations that you can see throughout your ancestral lineage. And I love this because, I really want to say there is this sense of a clean slate. You could have decided to walk away from a past situation, or a family situation. You may have walked away from that, but it's like, I'm not walking away and repeating that same pattern. I'm walking away, breaking that cycle, and really laying a solid foundation, for whatever it is that you're looking to build. Because, with the Beaver Spirit, beavers build a den, you want to build a happy family home. It's kind of like, with that 11/11 portal last week, that full moon in Taurus, you could have really kind of seen the clarity in the situation where you could have perhaps, because it was almost like embedded in your DNA, to repeat the same patterns that maybe your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents have repeated. And it's it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, I can be the one, I can stop this. Not that it's going to be easy, but it's kind of like, I can stop this. I can find peace. I can choose to go in a different direction. And then with the King of Pentacles, kind of that head of the household type of energy, you don't have to be the head of the household, but, somebody that's really grounded, responsible, reliable, that shows up, that really cares about themselves, their family, the people around them, the people that perhaps work for you. It's, laying that strong foundation, going slow, but taking the course that's needed in order to build the strong foundation, knowing that you have learned a lot from the past, and it's like, you're not sitting there saying, okay, I've been through this difficult time with my family or in the situation, and then just kind of walking away. You're like, no, how do I take that experience and now go and do this healing? Either, perhaps trying to heal the situation, but if you're walking away, it's kind of like, I'm not repeating that pattern. I'm not repeating that pattern. Yeah, you want your 9 of Cups, and with the King of Wands here, I feel like you're going in your own direction. You're kind of like, it could be that you like looked in the mirror or something like that. And, it's kind of like, oh my goodness, I do not, maybe you look in the mirror and you're kind of like, you can see a glimpse of your mom or your dad or somebody that you look like in your family. You're like, I am not repeating that pattern. I'm going in a different direction. So here we have your present energy is co-create, and then the 4 of Pentacles. Once again, this sense of trying to hold on to what is your core values around family. This is very much a family card, but it's going back to what's important to you. Co-creating with spirit, understanding that part of your spiritual path is to break some ancestral patterns that have, just been repeated over and over again in your family, line. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, you're going out in a new direction. I love this. And then the King of Wands again with the Justice again. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then what do we have there? The 3 of Cups. Yeah, just trying to find this balance, wanting to celebrate, wanting to bring people together that want to be together, a sense of love and light within a community. You're going in your own direction. You're inspired. You're kind of like, I'm going to do it my way, because you see that the pattern that your family has been repeating for some time, okay, is not working. It's kind of like, okay, we've got to try something new. It's really, I'm willing to put time and energy into a fresh start. And for some of you, I do feel like you're going to try a fresh start with your family, okay? But it's going to be totally different. Like you're going in, you're saying, we cannot, like almost having that conversation, we cannot continue to repeat these patterns. It's not good for any of us, right? And if you're walking away, because I think, reading your comments, a lot of you are walking away from a past relationship or family situations, family ties, right? But when you walk away, you're really, it's almost this very stern, determined energy. I am not repeating that. You see clearly how hurtful, how painful that situation is. And you're like, I'm not repeating it, because your obstacle here is the thinker and then the 9 of Swords, right? This is an energy of sitting around and thinking about it, but not doing any action. Now I feel like you're stepping into this energy of, okay, I have to take action. I have to do something about this. I can't just sit here and kind of like overanalyze, almost like psychoanalyze your family or yourself. We all do that. We all do that. So it's kind of like, instead of overanalyzing it, and trying to see, like you put yourself, you put your family situation under a microscope. You've analyzed it almost to death, right? But now it's kind of like, okay, that's just hindering you from being able to move on. Yeah, you have the Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You want something that's long lasting. You know, you have the Ace of Swords. It could be that maybe you're in a, you know, your family has like a lot of divorce in it, you know, or a lot of characteristics of people that get sideways with each other and then never make up. You know, like they just, well, I'm never talking to them again, right? Because we have this Eight of Cups here, a sense of wanting to walk away. But I feel like you want to walk away with people that are willing to work it out, right? Because if we just walk away, we don't heal anything. You know, sometimes in the end, we do have to walk away, right? But when we take the time and the energy and the love to try to bring a connection back together, to mend the connection, to heal the connection in a very good way, then everybody in that connection heals. But the energy of the healing also goes out to the collective. Sometimes you just have to walk away. And you know, I mean, sometimes in order for you to heal, you have to walk away. I feel in this situation, it's kind of like, okay, I really want something that is long lasting, you know, a family situation that is happy and fulfilling. The truth is that, you know, can we get this to work out? And if we can't, I'm willing to leave this family connection or this connection of some sort in order to go and seek out what it is that I truly want. You know, something that's loving, that's caring, somebody that wants to listen to me, somebody that cares about me. And then that you also do that for the other people in the situation. Yeah, I think you're looking to go somewhere else because your heart is broken. You're seeing the toxicity in this situation. It's not healthy. You know, it's not healthy. It has to either change or you have to leave. But I feel like when you leave, you know, it's kind of like I'm starting fresh, a clean slate. Virgo had a very similar reading, you know, this last weekend. So, you know, if you have a lot of Virgo, you may resonate with that energy of I want a clean slate. But this time, I'm not just repeating what has happened in the past. I am really coming in and laying that strong foundation. Because we have the Queen of Cups, making choices from your heart. Not, you know, there's this energy that somebody may be calling all the shots, you know. And so it doesn't matter. It could be, you know, male or female. It could be you. It could be somebody else. I think it's somebody else. But I feel like, you know, somebody in this situation has been calling all the shots, wanting the power in the situation. It could be possibly even, you know, a King of Pentacles, somebody that's the household, that's holding all the financial money, right? And uses the money kind of as a tool or in a case, in this case, perhaps a weapon against, you know, the other people. So I feel like, you know, you're getting a different perspective of this. You could have been on the short end of that situation, you know, where somebody else got more than you got or got more attention, more love, more, you know, acknowledgement, more financial stability, you know, from the King of Pentacles or from this Emperor than you did. And you're kind of like, okay, that's really not fair. You know, it's not fair. And, you know, it's not that everything in life has to be fair, but you keep getting that justice card, you know, wanting things to be more balanced. It could be that you could have received a lot more from this Emperor or the King of Pentacles, right? You could have received more. And now you're recognizing you're kind of like maybe older, wiser, and you're looking back on it and you're kind of like, yeah, that wasn't really fair. I didn't really deserve anything more. It's almost this energy of, you know, either you, I really feel like you were not the favorite, you know. It could be with your siblings, you know, you could feel genuinely that another sibling was, as I mean, I think it kind of happens in all families. Oh, your mom's favorite, right? But I think in this situation, I think that there was a disparity between, you know, perhaps how you feel like you were treated and a sibling or another family member was treated. It wasn't fair. And what you're seeing now is that that really brings in a lot of toxicity into the family dynamics, right? And even if you were the one that benefited from that, I think you're starting to see, oh, wait a minute. Maybe you have children of your own now. And it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute. Yes. Oh, okay. That's not something I want in this, for my children. That sense of competition is here. So let's see what your advice is. Loyal heart and Queen of Swords. Yeah, being loyal to yourself, being loyal to those who are loyal to you. In fact, I think you had the dog spirit last time. Being loyal to what you love. I feel like that energy is here again. Being loyal to what is really best for your highest good, what is in alignment with what your core values are, and putting the time and energy into creating that space for your own family, whatever that may mean for you at this time. So with the Queen of Swords here, it's kind of like, yes, I see clearly the direction I want to go in, and I'm not going to be deterred. It could be, it could be that you have to have a conversation with somebody in your family about how they may be favoring one person over another or something like that. But I feel like there's this situation where it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going to be part of this game anymore, and it's rather painful. I mean, we all have times where, somebody needs a little bit extra than others, right? I mean, that's reasonable, we are all human and we go through different things, but I feel like this is this is a situation where you are constantly feeling shorthanded, or you feel like somebody else in your family is constantly shorthanded. Really interesting. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, and we have the strength. Look at this. Judgment, the sun, the Tower. My goodness, this is all coming in so very quickly. Having the strength to make the choice that is really going to bring you into what is truly joyful and happy and fulfilling for you. And once again, with the Judgment card here, I feel as if this is a part of your spiritual path, is to be breaking these, family beliefs or habits or, just kind of traditions within your own family. You're understanding those have to come down in order to step into, a much more confident and a blessed energy. It's, we have the Page of Pentacles. For a lot of you, I feel like you may be dealing, either with a child or with a parent. Because there's that very much that, mother or father child energy, parent-child energy. I feel like somebody is perhaps here learning a lesson. And I feel like Cancer, you're the one that's learning the lesson. You're almost like a teacher. You're breaking this pattern, and it's not easy, because I feel as if sometimes when the person in a family situation like this is the one to break the pattern, it brings a lot of, pain towards you, because the other family members may not want to see the truth in this situation. You are the one that has chosen, as part of your spiritual path, to break this pattern, to learn these lessons, to be a teacher for the others. And at this time, you may not feel like you're a teacher. You may feel like I'm just, I'm the one that's being tossed to the side, if you will, right? And that's very painful. But out of that comes this wisdom, where you are going to be able to build a very solid foundation for yourself as you move forward. Yeah, spiritual leader, King of Wands is my spiritual leader card, bringing balance into not only perhaps your situation, okay, but really bringing balance into a greater situation. Out of our pain comes our purpose. And I feel like Out of the pain that you have experienced, you are now stepping into your purpose, right? Of breaking this pattern within your own family, but then perhaps helping to shed light on this pattern and how it affects people in a certain situation, right? Or it could be that you are going to move out from this family and then try to help other people in similar situations to heal. You have the healing card, the Four of Swords here. For some of you, you could be moving into being a counselor, like a family counselor or something like that, helping children, through situations, difficult situations. So let's go to the Soul Truth card. And Cancer, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. So let's see what we have here. What am I grateful for right now? Yeah, adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. And, Cancer, I think while you're going through this situation, to try to remain grateful for the people, the situations that are coming onto your path to help you move through this, okay? Right now, your focus may be a little bit on the people in your life that have brought you pain, and the pain that you're going through at this time. And I send you lots of love and hugs for that experience. But also keep in mind that the universe is never leaves you alone. You have your spirit guides and your angels, but you also have people and situations that the universe is bringing in to help you on this path, to help you to build this solid foundation so that you can move forward towards that happiness. That you have the Wheel of Fortune and you're looking for happiness in your life, and it is on the path ahead for you. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I really appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And please be gentle and kind with yourself as you're moving through this. I wish you much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.